What's up, EFT squad, and welcome back to Scout Report. With the January window just days away, here are 5 youngsters clubs should be looking at in the new year. Let's get started. 5. Todd Cantwell. The brightest spark in a Norwich City side tipped to get relegated from the Premier League, Todd Cantwell has been one of the season's biggest surprises. At 21 years of age, he's the oldest youngster on this list, but given his relative lack of experience before entering the English top flight, the winger is still a very raw specimen. Previous to 1920, Cantwell had made just 38 senior appearances, with 10 of those coming in the Dutch second tier with Fortuna Sittard. And he made just 18 starts in the Championship last term, a figure which saw him ranked 14th in the Norwich squad for minutes played. So when the more experienced Patrick Roberts arrived at Carrow Road in the summer, most expected Cantwell to drop down the pecking order. However, things have turned out rather differently. The local lad has been an almost ever-present in Daniel Farke's team this term, with 15 Prem appearances to his name at the time of recording. In that time, he has racked up 4 goals and 2 assists, already doubling his goal involvements from last season, with only Teemu Pukki contributing more for the Canaries in the league. Only 4 players under the age of 22 are averaging more than Cantwell's 1.3 shots per game in the Prem this season, while his 1.3 key passes a match is only bettered by Mason Mount, Christian Pulisic and Trent Alexander-Arnold. These are impressive numbers in a side which ranked 15th in the division for shots per game, and he's also producing high-quality chances, with expected goals and assists per 90 standing at 0.45, which is actually better than the aforementioned Mount manages for Chelsea. Considering all of this, it's rather surprising that Cantwell is still only valued at €15 million, especially when clubs including Arsenal have monitored him in the past. With his contract running until 2022, Cantwell can expect his boyhood club to hold out for at least double that should one of the bigger clubs come calling in January. Just before we move on to our next section, just a quick reminder to subscribe to Eurofootball Daily and hit that notification bell to never miss a Scout Report. 4. Manuel Chukwueze. Linked with Europe's top clubs ever since he broke into the Villarreal senior setup, Manuel Chukwueze has gone from strength to strength over the past 12 months. Still just 20 years old, the winger has been a known entity for some time, and after making his debut for Nigeria in 2018, has already racked up 13 caps for his country. He's already scored his first international goal as well in a recent AFCON qualifier against Lesotho. But it's in La Liga where Chukwueze is looking like a star in the making. At the time of recording, the winger has made 14 appearances this season, with half of those coming off the bench. And his pace, dribbling ability and eye for a goal has been essential to Javier Calleja's side, who ranked 3rd in the Spanish top flight for goals scored. While Gerard Moreno and Carl Toko Ekambi have been the Yellow Submarine's main source of goals, Chukwueze has provided a consummate threat from out wide, registering 2.4 shots per 90, which is only beaten by João Felix among players under the age of 21 in La Liga. This is actually a step down from his average of 3.1 from last season, and he also takes 48% of his efforts from inside the box. But this is something that will only improve as he gains more top-level experience. Furthermore, it hasn't greatly diminished his attacking output. In less than 800 league minutes, the former Diamond Academy pupil has 3 goals and 1 assist, and according to his XG, he should have contributed to a goal more than once every other game. His dribbling has improved this season too. He now completes 2.5 take-ons a game, beating his man 64% of the time, compared with a far more average 54% success rate last term. With the likes of Liverpool and Napoli both linked with Chukwueze's signature, it seems only a matter of time before the Nigerian forward makes the step up. But there is one stumbling block for a potential suitor. After signing a new contract in October, he has a release clause of €100 million. While a January move looks unlikely, Chukwueze would nevertheless be a great asset to any side in need of extra firepower on the right. And who knows, maybe that hefty price tag can be bargained down by the right club. 3. Ozan Kabak. The Bundesliga is one of the hottest breeding grounds for young defenders, with Konate, Sula, Upamecano, Zagadou and Pavard all notable talents to have emerged in the German top flight in recent years. One of the latest centre-back sensations making a splash is Schalke's Ozan Kabak, who played alongside Pavard during a short spell at Stuttgart in the second half of 18-19, following his move from Galatasaray. So if he was to join another new club in 2020, it would be his 4th in 18 months, with Schalke having spent €15 million to acquire him from the relegated outfit in the summer. While this may lead us to believe that a club coming in for Kabak in January is unlikely, he has been on the radar of Man United, Spurs and Arsenal in the past, with the latter two still in need of defensive reinforcements in the centre. And judging by his recent performances, Kabak's current employers could stand to make a decent profit in the near future. The Turkish international didn't make his first start until injuries to Stambouli and Sane opened up a gap at the end of October, but he has completed 90 minutes in each game since, helping keep Dinapen in the mix for the title. Kabak has made a meaningful contribution, completing 2 tackles and interceptions a game and winning 4.5 aerial duels per 90, coming out on top 75% of the time. His aerial ability is also super useful going forward, and he already has 3 goals to his name in the league as well as an assist. For context, forward Guido Burgstaller is yet to get on the score sheet at the time of recording and has played over double Kabak's minutes. One of the surprise stars of Schalke's revival in 1920, Ozan Kabak is fast becoming a household name in Germany. With an all-round skill set and clear signs of improvement, we wouldn't be surprised to see one of the big boys come in for him soon. 2. Josh Maja. Much to the horror of myself, Josh Maja has taken Ligue 1 by storm in 1920, despite being a total snake. The Nigerian international, who turned 21 today, swapped Sunderland for Bordeaux in the last January window, having scored 15 goals in 24 League 1 appearances for the Black Cats. And after a nasty injury cut short his involvement at the back end of 18-19, he has now found his feet in the French top flight. Used solely as an impact sub to begin with this season, an injury to veteran centre-forward Jimmy Briand saw Maja promoted to the starting 11, and he has now taken the opportunity with both hands. At the time of recording, the Lewisham-born striker has scored 5 goals in less than 500 minutes in the league, including a hat-trick in the 6-0 demolition of Nîmes. This means the youngster has scored 1 every 85 minutes, which is actually a better record than Kylian Mbappe, who is finding the back of the net every 91 minutes. And while this kind of form is unsustainable, the early signs are that Maja will remain a key figure for Paulo Sousa's side this season if he continues to get game time. From what we've seen, he already looks like an adept all-round forward, able to score and create with relative ease. Maja currently takes 3 shots per 90, with 70% of them coming from inside the box, and this is matched by an impressive 1.7 key passes a game. This kind of output has resulted in the youngster racking up 0.66 expected goals and assists per 90, up from 0.37 last term. And for context, that's considerably better than what Gareth Bale and Vinicius Jr. are managing for Real Madrid in 1920. With a contract in place until 2023, Bordeaux will be keen to keep hold of their man. But considering he's valued at a reasonable €15 million, he may be on a few clubs' shopping lists next month. 1. Mounir Chouer. Another youngster who's impressed in Ligue 1 this term, Mounir Chouer made the step up from the 2nd Division Lens in the summer, moving to Dijon for just €3.5 million. So far, he has proven one of the bargains of the year. The left-sided forward has played in a number of positions in the midfield and attack for the French outfit this term, but his versatility hasn't taken away from his productivity in the final third. Chouer has 2 league goals and 0 assists at the time of recording, despite racking up 830 minutes of action. But when you look at his underlying numbers, he really should have more goal contributions to his name. The 20-year-old Frenchman is creating 3 chances per 90, ranking him 3rd among under-21s in Europe's top 5 leagues, with only TAA and Callum Hudson-Odoi managing more. He's also taking 2.7 shots a game, with XG putting his expected goals and assists per 90 at 0.5. Pretty amazing considering his new club have the joint worst scoring record in the entire division, with just 11 goals in 16 games. And he has contributed at crucial times too, scoring in a famous win over perennial champions PSG and racking up 5 shots and 3 key passes against Marseille. What's more, his 3.5 completed dribbles a game is only bettered by Neymar and Youssef Attal in the French top flight, while a 73% success rate ranks him amongst Europe's elite. With clubs as big as Chelsea reported to be monitoring the youngster, Dijon could stand to make a sizable profit in January, even if he is considerably cheaper than many of his peers. So guys, that was 5 youngsters who could be on the move in January. What did you guys think of the list? Do you see any of those moves happening? Let me know in the comments down below, as ever. If you've enjoyed this, don't forget to leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and have a great new year, and I'll see you next time. Bye!